Alright, so this is my GoTrax pneumatic. It has a tube. So these little scooters are kind of known to when it gets a puncture, it's really difficult to take the tire off and everything. And some tires, they use slime. I use something that's actually better. This is what I use here. This is called Stan Snow Tube. This was originally made in over 20 years ago, like the late 90s. This was originally used as a sealant for tubeless tires on mountain bikes. That's when mountain bikes first started to become tubeless, but it wasn't perfected. When it first started, it wasn't completely foolproof. And people, the guy Stan, he made this. This is a latex base, I believe, if I can remember right. So this stuff works really well, way better than slime. I've used slime before in bicycles, and they work like crap. They make a big mess too. Well, this is kind of a mess, but it's not too bad. See, I bought this thing a few months ago. Actually, I haven't used it. Let me shake it up a little bit. So on here, it actually tells you, how much to use on a road bike, for example. You're using on a road bike, because they have the skiddy tires, you're using between 2 to 3 ounces. On a mountain bike, you're using 3 to 4 ounces, and this thing is so small. But it is wider than a road bike. Obviously, it's probably 2, maybe 3 times wider than a road bike, like a race bike. But for sure 2 times wider. Here, actually, it says right here 50, 75. So 50 is the width. 75 is the 75% of the width. 75% of 50 is the height. So basically, this is 50. So road bikes are usually around 23 or so in width. So this is about double, or just over double. So I'm going to use, and since it's so small in diameter, I'm going to use, let me see, this one says 2 to 3 ounces. I'm going to use, I should say 1 ounce should be enough. I think 1 ounce is enough. So that's probably what I'm going to use. So I have a little syringe thing here. This is 20 milliliters. I think 30 milliliters is about an ounce. Approximately 30 milliliters is about an ounce. So that's what I'm measure out. I'm gonna go 20 milliliters, then I'm gonna go to 10 milliliters. I have to do this twice. And anyways, you gotta deflate the tire. Once you have deflated the tires, you need to take off the valve. So this is this type of valve here is called a Schrader valve, and this is a little Schrader valve core remover right here. Alright, so actually we deflated it, and I already unscrewed it. So that's the core right there. Schrader valve core. It's kind of dirty in there. Kind of gummy. What is it? What is in there? Looks like they put some type of something in there. Looks like some type of adhesive or something. Let's see if I can get that out. Yeah, something in there. I think it was for the threads on this thing or something. Usually the thing is clean, and when you take it off of a car, it's usually pretty clean. So anyways, let me wipe that out a little bit, wipe this core out a little bit. For this back, I want it to be clean, so let's wipe that out. Alright, so let me measure this out. So I'm pull this to get punch all the way out, because there's no way I can suck this thing in from here unless I have some type of tube, which I don't. So I'm going to keep my finger here, and hopefully I won't make a mess. So let me shake up my latex sealant some more. I think that's probably enough. So this should last quite a long time, this stuff. Okay. So look at this cap actually has a little thingamabob right here, so that's kind of cool, but I don't have anything that could fit into that. I don't think I have anything that fits right here either, so I have to do it this syringe way, which kind of, okay, let me see if I could actually even fit this right here. Yeah, I can fit it right there, like so. Alright, so I'm going to pour this in. Let's see, it needs 30, right? So I'm probably going to pour in 15 and 15. That way, if this length, this level here a little bit lower, so hopefully it's a little bit easier for me to manage, so I don't spill anything out. Again, this stuff is latex based. Let's see. Okay, so that's 15 right there. Let's see how I'm gonna hold this without it squirting out. So I'm gonna put my thumb on this side, so hopefully that vacuum is enough to prevent it from coming out. Okay, actually pull it out anyways. Oh, come on. Shoot, it's not coming out very well. It is coming out, but not very well. Still dripping quite a bit. Let me use the plunger. Oh, come on. It's like, man, I lost some spillage. Not good. That's not a good thing. Got a little bit of spillage there. Let me spin this around a little bit, so that way it will gets dispersed a little bit. I'll do that one more time. Then go to 15. Maybe I should do a little bit more than 15 just because of the spillage. But I don't think it spilled much. Probably spilled like 1 or 2 or something like that. 1 or 2 cc's from what it looks like. I don't think it's much. So put this back in here. Flip it upside down. So that way I could create a vacuum on this. Okay, now I could push it. Oops. Push it out like so. Like so. Okay. Where that vacuum will hold this thing in place. Let's do that again. See, maybe from the top here. See, put my thing right there. Hopefully I could help seal it. Oh yeah, it's working. Oh, well, not fully. Still leaking out a little bit, but way less than before. Okay. So I'm gonna call that good. Come on. Oh, okay. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna call that 1 ounce. Again, this stuff is it's latex based. Wipe this off before I plug this in and seal it. So yeah, so if you've never heard of this stuff, look it up. Stan's no tube. Look at the demo that they use to on bicycles. They literally put a bunch of screws into a bicycle using this stuff, and it actually holds, surprisingly, a bunch of screws. Let me wipe. Now I have all this latex on my freaking rotor, brake rotor. The good thing is that I think it's not oil, or it's not oil based, so it's not gonna I don't have to worry about it contaminating my brakes. But I think it is. It might be alcohol based, or alcohol. What's the saying? Yeah, alcohol based, water based, oil based. I think this thing is alcohol based. Because when you smell it, if I smell it, let me smell it a little bit. Yeah, that's like a hint of. Actually, I'm not sure if it's alcohol. It smells kind of like, obviously you smell the latex, but you smell something else. You smell like a, it smells like a, I don't know, maybe vinegar or something. It's not quite, do that to let it spin around. The centrifugal force will get it all in the tube there. Okay, so that should be good. Now time to put the core back in. Like so. Core tool. Okay, that's it. Just basically, finger tight on this little thing. This thing is hardly anything. It's probably like, what is it, like a quarter inch or something like that. So you don't have much leverage, and that's all you need. You don't need don't put a wrench on this thing. You will strip your valve core. That's it. All I need to just do is pump this back up, spin it so that it's spread around evenly, and pump this thing back up. That should be good. And actually I need to do the front too. The front's going to be the pain because you don't have this much space in the front. Well, it's not the pain. It's front's going to be a pain because when you pump this back up, you can't just use a regular air chuck. You have to use this the little thing right here. That's one thing I don't like about this design on the motor, is that you got to use this stupid thing on the front wheel. Otherwise, there's nothing else that can really fit. Because this is all the clearance it has. Let me show you guys. So that's it right there. And you see the valve. Let's see there. The cap is, it barely is enough room for the cap. So that's why you need that little chuck, because a regular, like anything else doesn't really work. You need this damn thing, and this thing screws onto that. But then once you screw this on, it will, the thing here will engage the valve, and it will open up the valve. So you have to have something that, covers on this side first before you screw this in. So that's where it's a pain in the butt, because regular air chuck doesn't screw on. It's just a press. You just press it on. So that's why this is a pain right here, pain in the butt. It might take 2 hands to do that, or 2 people, I should say. So anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm due to the front. I'm probably do it off camera because it's kind of a pain, like I said.